Hi everyone, it's Paperworm, and today I want to talk about journals. Uh, I got some journals in the past weeks and months, and I don't want to add this to a regular video in the end because then it would be too long, you know. So we come to this bad boy last, you know. Look, I got this supernatural journal for my birthday from Jess. It's from Inside Editions. If you use some of them before, you know they have narrow lines, but they have really nice paper quality. Really like those journals. Also, the format is not as wide, so page is easy to fill. I mean, if you slap like a washi tape here, you only have this much writing space. Like, if you ever feel like pages are intimidating to you, that's, I guess, a good thing. I really love this journal. I wonder if you can see it. I really love this one. Of course, I wanted to talk to you about more problematic journals, but we come to this later. Look, I went into it's like a decoration shop here in Germany. We call it Nanunana, and I found those on sale for 99 cents each, and they are just, well, you can see right away what was the factor that why I took them, right? They also had a yellow one, but I hate yellow, so I didn't take that one. They have colored pages, right? And they are not, I'm not sure if the camera picks that up, but they are intense, like almost neon colored. So the bad thing about them is that they are, of course, glued. I think the, oh yeah, I just broke it. I broke it already. All right. Yeah, that's definitely not a good thing. Anyway, I wasn't planning to use them as journals because, as you can see, you cannot even open them up without them breaking. I was planning on using the paper for especially pen paling and putting notes into my... Now I know why they are just 99 cents. Yeah, so I broke this one already. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. See, you wouldn't be able to write in them normally because as soon as you put pressure on here, the same thing would happen, right? So yeah, I just gonna plan on using the paper. You cannot use them as normal notebooks, sadly. But good to know. Now I lost my dreams and hopes by breaking it. I also found in the same shop, I found those. I bought this for my childhood friend because she's into like metallic pink right now. And I bought this for myself. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it has like it's like holographic sheen, I guess. This one is dot grid, and well, it's not really a perfect grid if you ask me, because I guess it's just the lines are just being dots, right? I never used a journal like this before, but the paper is thin but feels very smooth, like silky, right? I think they don't have a brand, but they also came from this Nanunana shop, and they were just $1.50 on sale. So look, I bought those on Amazon, and first of all, when I bought this one, I thought it was a composition notebook, but it just says composition notebook, but the binding is glued. It is just a really cheap glued Amazon book. No, you have to be very careful with Amazon nowadays. People are publishing books like this, but they come to you printed in this format, you know. So same with this one, actually. It looked like a really awesome looking notebook, but then it came to me and it was pretty much just a glued piece of shit, like really cheap shit. Yeah, like you cannot use it for anything. Sure, it has like nice prints on the inside, but it doesn't do any shit. I cannot do anything with those, right? I'm not even sure how quick the pages would fall out. Paper quality is also not great. The Amazon printing paper quality is like, it's like thick enough, I guess, but I think I had problems with bleed through. Yeah. It absolutely does not make any sense whatsoever. I totally regret spending money on those. Yeah. I just wanted to tell you. Just in case you see like a, certain books on Amazon, they are not what you think they are. They're just flimsy, cheap printed shits. All right. And now we actually come to the one I wanted to talk to about. So when I showed this, a lot of people said, oh my God, how are you supposed to fill like 720 pages, right? And I was looking up reviews on that journal because I thought maybe someone could show how, like when it's filled up, how it looks like, how it held up and whatnot, but I couldn't find any. Like, there are a few reviews of people who just bought it and be like describing like the quality here and the paper here, but they didn't even write one word into it. So they don't have any experience with this book. So what's the point of a review if you don't know anything about the book? You know what I mean? Like, you cannot even give anyone the advice to buy it or not because you don't even know if it works or not. Right? So I was struggling a lot to find one person on the internet who actually used this from start to finish, right? So if you know someone, then refer them to me because I want to see their video about it. So since I couldn't find anything up to this date, I'm thinking that maybe I will be the one who's doing it, right? The only thing I really don't like about this is this. Well, it's nice on the first day if you want to mark, the first page of the day when you want to mark stuff like this, weather and whatnot. But what about like I fill 20 pages and then I have this stupid fuck all the time everywhere. And putting a washi tape over it is not an option because the book is already so thick, right? Imagine I would put washi tape on 500 of those pages. This would book up like this, probably, So if I use it, I'm aware that I can only put decoration on like every fifth page maybe, but not every single page. Most of the pages would be strictly writing because of that, because otherwise this thing would stand up like this in the end, you know what I mean? And I'm also not sure about the binding. This was really cheap, actually. I found this on Amazon. I just put in the words. I don't even know what I searched for. To be honest, I cannot remember. Oh, I looked for notebooks and I saw this thing. And it also comes in like an A5 size, like a little bit bigger. But I chose the cheapest one, which was $12 or 13, like close to 13. And it's like my hand, right? It's like it's not, it's in between A5 and A6, right? So is it a B6 then? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Right, because the B5 is like the composition notebook. all right. So yeah, when do I plan to use it? Good question. I was thinking about if I did I already no, it's just glue. I was thinking if I finish the composition notebook, then we would have November. But what about Christmas stuff? Christmas decorations, Christmas cards that I get from people. If I don't want to bulk up this journal, I don't want to put this in. So I was wondering actually if it would be better to start using it after Christmas, like in January, like maybe starting it on the 1st of January and then see how long it will take me to fill it. I assume probably 3 months or so. That's just an assumption. I cannot know how much or how little I'm gonna write in reality when the time comes. Yeah, and some people actually were worried about breaking the spine. And there are a few tricks, of course, how you can prevent this, right? And I wanted to talk about those as well. So, do you know what it means to break in a book? It is when you have, especially when you have like, let me show you, a paperback novel. Yeah, I'm currently reading this. Yeah, it's the third book in a trilogy. It's like more like crime, but kind of on the bizarre side. So anyway, so you know when you're just opening the book really hardcore, you get like here this crease, right? You get those creases, and you don't want this on your books maybe. Yeah, you need to train the spine. You are going like this. You open the book like a few, like if you can, only like a 5, 6, 7 pages on each side, right? And you press down gently, and you do this again, and you do this again until you reach the middle point. And then when you, let's say you have done this already, I have done this before, you give it like a little bit of a, you know, you make sure that you basically give the spine a massage. The glue is less stiff. It's easier for you to open the book. Like sometimes you can only open a book like this, and when you do more, you break the spine, right? Like you make it relaxed, right? You relax the book. So that's the whole point. And you can do the same with, of course, journals. And because as you could see when I just opened it like this, look, it does not open more than this on its own, right? So of course it would be a problem is if I now force all my pressure onto it, like the weight of my wrists, then of course I would hurt the spine, right? So maybe this is a really good bound book. I'm not sure how good the binding is though. If it's a good bound book, it should not matter, but you don't know. It's only sewed here, and the rest looks all glued on the inside. So I'm not sure exactly. Because this was really cheap, I'm not trusting it. I'm not trusting the quality here, you know? But yeah, I would do basically the same thing. I did this before already a few times. So anyway, and of course, if you're writing on your first page here, you have this massive gap underneath, obviously. You need to find something that has the same amount of height, right? Or at least come as close as possible. Let's see. Like this, maybe. Or maybe one more. Let's see. Yeah, this is perfect. See, and when you now put pressure on here with your wrist while writing, nothing happens because there's support underneath. And this is how you also prevent spines from cracking, from the cover breaking off, like right here, you know, where the cover loosens from all the bound part. A lot of people experience those problems, especially with thick books. And this is one of the tricks how you can make it, you know, it's even better for yourself if to do it like this. So then you have a lot of support for your hand and wrist, and you don't get tired, because if you would just write in it like this, like holding it like this, and where is the support for your wrist? It's really hard, especially since this is such a small format, right? So yeah, those are my only advices I can really give to you. I'm no expert in books and spines, but that's just from my personal experience what helped me in the past. So I'm gonna try to fill this journal maybe in the beginning of next year without breaking it. But as I said, I really don't know anything about the quality here. It could still break. We will see about it. I will keep you updated on it, and maybe one day I will be the person who is making the video that is called All About the 720-page Journal You Need to Know. Right? So yeah. So this was basically my journal talk. for today. I really just wanted to show you all of the journals, and you know, because they have been new on my bookshelf, and if I would add this to the end of a flip through, then it would make the video very long. But now I feel like I have said everything I wanted to say. I'm gonna send out October postcards, but I cannot send everyone one. I can only send 20 to overseas, and I chose the people who I own a response to Happy Mail to, or my besties, right? Like my homies, or people I maybe have been pen paling with but didn't respond in a while, you know. This is how I choose the people on my list. I sadly cannot send 50 postcards out, you know, or more. I even know more people nowadays, but I just cannot. So I'm very sorry. It's just about money, right? Like, I don't have the money to send out more than that. So what can we do? It is how it is. About Paper Halloween 2K21, I will post it for the first time in a few days, maybe on the 15th. And then another time, of course, September 30th or the 1st of October. You know, then you know when it's gonna start, right? But you can already check it out, what prompts are in it, in case you want to go to a craft store and buy some stickers or whatnot, you know. So yeah, I'm really excited for Paper Halloween. I have been waiting ever since I turned like from winter to spring to summer. I was already sick of the heat and everything. Well, we didn't have a really amazing summer or anything, but still, I was craving the dark, rainy, dark days with gray clouds. The crows are sitting on the roofs and caw, caw, right? And then it's like you have this melancholy, and you drink your pumpkin spice lattes, you know, and you watch Halloween movies, and you know, this is my life, you know. I live for this part of the year, so, as you know. Um, yeah. Sage did infect me with pumpkin spice, so I pumpkin pie spice. I have this now in every single coffee and in every single pancake I make, so it's kind of funny. But anyway, enough of my rambling. I hope you have a really nice day. Bye.